Happy Arvo. Hello. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today, I was scarred for life when I opened up TikTok and saw a video of a dingo who up until today, I thought was just a friendly, like neighborhood dog. Everybody's neighborhood dog in Australia. You could just go outside, maybe pet a dingo. Anyway, I saw it catching and eating a kangaroo. And now I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight. But I'm going to watch this video. Dingo, the King of Australia by Animal Logic. I like that name of this channel. I like everything they got going on there. The little logo, Animal Logic. It's a very good name. Animal Logic. I just want to say it. Animal Logic. Go get them to 2 million subscribers. Look at that. They're so close. Anyway. Dingo, the King of Australia.
The Australian outback. Making up 81% of mainland Australia, these vast and diverse rangelands are home to a wide variety of
Is saying mainland Australia, I guess people say that about the USA too, like mainland USA. There's not much that's not the mainland. Like you guys have Tasmania. Do you have any other, maybe a couple smaller islands? Anyway.
Spectacular species.
And America has Hawaii, and I don't know if Alaska is considered part of the mainland. I guess not. Anyway.
Thorny dragons, frilled neck lizards, kangaroos, wedge-tailed eagles. But one species has conquered this massive, challenging ecosystem.
Really?
Along with the rest of the mainland. And it's not even native to Australia.
Oh, they're not.
This is Australia's conquering king, the apex predator down under, the dingo.
The dingo is the apex predator? I mean, I guess I believe it after seeing that video. But I had no idea. I don't believe it, to be honest. You're telling me that little dog is the apex predator?
Hi, I'm Danielle Dufault, and
Look,
you're
they're
watching
friendly.
Animal Logic. Found across mainland Australia, the dingo is a type of canine, likely descended from domesticated wild dogs, but their taxonomy is a mess.
They're descended from domesticated wild dogs. Huh.
They are the largest terrestrial predators in Australia, and I got to meet two.
They're the largest?
Oh gosh!
What the heck is going on? What is this an ad for?
Oh my gosh!
Was that an ad for baking soda? Use the baking soda to put out the fire.
And I got to meet two.
That's one reason to buy baking soda, not the top reason. Anyway, they're the biggest.
Terrestrial predator dogs, but their taxonomy is a mess. They are the largest terrestrial predators
How are they the largest terrestrial predators?
in Australia, and I got to meet two.
So she just wants to smell you. So come and take a seat.
Terrestrial just means they walk on, like they're not sea creatures, right? I think that's what that means. Terrestrial. Sorry, guys. I'm a little slow. I gotta look this up. Yeah. On, or relating to Earth. Yeah, I think that just means they walk around the Earth. They're not fish. And they're the largest predator. But they're not even big. That's just crazy because you think of Australia as having all these dangerous animals, but I guess they're all pretty small.
On that rock there.
Except for the crocs.
Hello. So here I've got Scorch and Blaze, the alpine dingoes.
Aw.
Both of these dingoes were raised in captivity and are almost as friendly as domestic dogs. They're incredibly friendly, and their behavior is so similar to the dogs that we know. While they may look like dogs,
They look like the Shiba Inu, you know what I mean? You know that dog? You know that dog?
do
Or that cryptocurrency?
have some big differences. Unlike dogs, they can't bark. They're also unable to digest starch, meaning they couldn't eat kibble. No one is certain if dingoes are wolves, dogs,
They'd be way too expensive to have as a pet then, if they have to eat meat.
or their own thing, but the most recent research is pointing to dingoes being their own species, rather than a breed of dog. Being apex predators, dingoes are incredibly important to the health of the ecosystem, even though they're not native species.
So they really are the apex predator.
They've been
That's amazing.
in Australia for at least 3,500 years. That's
Damn.
the oldest physical evidence of fossils of dingoes, and they've not changed since the time that they've been discovered as fossils.
Wow. I guess the closest thing here in America would be wolves.
It took dingoes about 100 years to conquer the entire continent, but how they got here in the
But you would never confuse, well, I guess maybe you could, but it's easier to distinguish a wolf from a domesticated dog. Whereas this thing, I mean, look at that butt. It looks just like a domesticated dog's butt.
first place is still a bit of a mystery. Some believe that dingoes were brought here from Malaysia by ancient mariners, while others believe they may have crossed over by themselves, traversing the land bridges that would have formed during low tides. Regardless of how they got to Australia, they play a valuable role in the ecosystem, being the continent's apex predator since the extinction of the thylacine in
That was the apex predator?
1936.
Why do all the apex predators look so friendly and harmless? This looks like Cat Dog. Did you guys have that show?
Fully grown, dingoes weigh about 50
Now I'm really curious if you guys had Cat Dog. Cat Dog. Cat Dog. This was your apex predator right there. That's a bad picture. There you go.
kilograms, stand around 60 centimeters tall at the shoulder, and measure about 1.2 meters from head to tail. They've evolved to be strong and agile, a necessary
They
combination
look muscly.
to catch
They look kind of low-key strong.
large kangaroos. But they'll eat
Oh, wait, what?
necessary combination to catch large kangaroos. But they'll eat anything they can get their jaws around. The fact that they can eat just about anything here is in a lot
Including me.
of ways a boon to the populations of Australia. As apex predators, they are responsible for keeping prey populations in check. Studies have shown that when dingoes are present, the number of large kangaroos decreases, which increases plant
Yeah,
life
because they get absolutely destroyed. I mean, I saw the video.
and
That'll
protects
decrease the population.
the surviving kangaroos from starvation. Balanced as all things should be. In other words, with fewer dingoes, kangaroos eat all the plants in their environment, which makes them more likely to die of starvation. Another great service that they do for Australia is that they call invasive species. And Australia's got a lot of issues right now concerning invasive species, like cats and rats and all kinds of different rodents.
They kill cats. Yay.
A lot of endemic species are being threatened by these invasive species.
I mean, it is a good thing for the ecosystem. It's just funny how, I don't know, most people wouldn't say killing cats
So these
is...
guys are doing a huge service to all
Great
of
service.
Australia and its endemic wildlife by reducing numbers of creatures like that.
Have they ever killed a person? I'm sure they have.
Show your daughter how much you love her with this
Calling all
beautiful
dads.
gift.
Hey, I'm a dad. Guys, why am I getting the weirdest freaking ads? What the hell am I watching?
Says, to my daughter, never forget that I love you forever. I hope that you believe in yourself as much as I believe in you.
Somehow this gives off like someone wrote this who doesn't speak English. So I'm not giving that to my daughter. That does not exist.
They
But I
live
wouldn't
in
if she
groups of
did.
up to 10 individuals, usually with a dominant pair at the helm. Like African wild dogs, when dingoes are hunting large prey, like red kangaroos, they hunt in packs. On the hunt, they'll harass and chase the prey until it's exhausted, and then they go for the kill.
Damn.
But their size limits their scope.
Nature's
and can
scary.
only take down prey up to 100 kilograms. meaning that adult horses, cows, and pigs are off the menu.
Lucky
While
for
their
them.
prey may not be huge, they are quite effective, and their numbers allow them to outcompete foxes and take down prey larger than they could solo.
So you guys have foxes, but not wolves. Is that right?
These packs make them a problem for farmers, and historically, dingoes have been viewed in a negative light. Since the European settlement of Australia, dingoes have been maligned for killing livestock, including young cattle, sheep,
Yeah, I could see this being a huge problem out there in the
goats.
outback.
and so they started to call
On one hand, they control the pests. On the other hand, they are a pest. What's a pest? One man's pest is another man's pet.
dingoes for the sake of protecting that livestock. In the 1800s, dingoes were considered such a huge problem for agriculture that a massive 5,000-kilometer-long fence was created to protect the
Wow.
agriculturally important Australian southwest.
Wow.
This fence still exists today, and there have been calls to allow dingoes back over the border to increase biodiversity and help cull the
I'm just imagining like a political, it's like the Donald Trump of Australia. Build the fence. Build the fence.
populations of kangaroos and foxes.
We've got to keep the dingoes out. They're not sending their best dingoes.
To run rampant without the dingoes keeping them under control. But pressure from the meat industry means that for the foreseeable future, dingoes won't be crossing the border to hunt any sweet, sweet kangaroo. Often, dingoes mate for life and will have a litter once a year.
I mean, I can't really talk about how I saw them eat a kangaroo because I'm trying to eat a kangaroo. I am in the market for kangaroo meat. This sounds so weird, but it is hard to acquire here in America. But I really want to try a kangaroo steak and film it. I would film myself cooking it too. Sure would be interesting.
Both parents are very involved in raising their adorable pups. By 6 months of age,
They're
the
cute.
pups will have learned everything they
Don't be
need to know
fooled.
about being a dingo, and they'll set off into the world, causing mischief and stealing kisses wherever they go.
Oh gosh. Beautiful picture.
If you want to see even more of our latest trip,
That was really great. Go check out Animal Logic. I did not know the dingo was the apex predator. Isn't that just kind of strange? Out of all the terrifying animals in Australia, the apex predator is a dog that looks friendly. They're not. Well, I guess some of them are. I mean, they had some domesticated ones. Do people have those as pets? It's probably illegal, huh? But I bet farmers have them to control cattle and stuff. Oh, the mailman's walking literally 3 feet in front of my window again. La 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 la. Why am I so weird? Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Happy Arbel.